Good afternoon. This is my trade recap for the day, which is the 5th of October 2023, and the time is 2:40 Eastern Time, or here in the UK it's 7:40 PM. So the market's not quite closed yet. Still got an hour to go. We've got power hour coming up. And the reason I'm doing an early recap is during power hour today we're working on a book club, and we'll be analysing Anna Cooling's book called Volume Price Analysis, and looking forward to that. So I thought I'd just recap my trades now. So today my day started quite early. It was around 6 AM Eastern Time, and I wasn't intending to trade, but I saw this pattern setting up. We saw a potential double bottom come in, then I saw this bottom tail or hammer candle, and so I waited. I was tempted to take a long there, and it was pre-market, and so I don't trade a full position. And then I saw this big green power bar, and so I put my order in just above that green bar there, and I got triggered in. It pulled back, and my stop was just below the low of the day, and I held, and I got out on this trade. It was on the VWAP just there. So started off the day with quite a decent trade. Risk to reward was good, and the target was a good target as well, VWAP. So I'm pleased with that trade. And then my next trade, I'll just look at the, one second while I look at my orders from earlier. In fact, there's a little white lie because I actually took an add. I got back in, so I got out there, and then I added when we broke up through this candle here. And so my next out was actually my target area, 43.01. In fact, I got out a little bit before that. It was around this area here, and which was the 618 line we talked about in the pre-market. I think I explained this in the pre-market video for this trade, so it was a good trade. And so I was quite pleased with that. So my next trade, I was also looking to go long, and I was watching for a double bottom. It came in there, came in here. Maybe I should have waited, but I came in. I took my first long was, let's work it out, it was around here, right on 42.77, and I saw these three bottom candles. There's irony in this trade as well, and so I took the break of that candle up, and I took a little tiny bit of profit out there, and then I got out for break even. The irony I'm talking about is we're talking about in the book club today Anna Cooling's volume price analysis chapter 6, and it dawned on me today I fell victim to one of the market manipulations. And what that was is we had three hammer candles, and they all looked great, and if you weren't looking at volume, it's a no-brainer, you would have taken it, especially on the second volume. Then with the third volume one, a lot of people were probably getting in there thinking, yeah, it's going to push back up. But what I didn't do at the time, I failed to recognise the volume. So we had this first volume bar come in, which is high volume, which is understandable, which is that candle there. And then the next volume, which was this, for this candle here, was below average. It was a small low volume bar, and that's the anomaly. So I should have seen that at the time, and I shouldn't have even got in, or I should have looked to get out probably my entire position there. And then we saw decline in volume on the next volume one, and that was less volume than that candle there, and that, not quite an anomaly, but it was decline in volume overall. And you can see decline in volume again there, decline in volume there. So all the alarm bells was there, and I totally missed it. And the irony is I'm talking about this today when we analyse chapter 6 of volume price analysis book. So a bit annoying that I missed it, but you know, it is what it is. I got excited, I saw the tube, and that's the idea. That's why the market movers or the smart money do this, they want to get you excited. They want you to see a potential bottom coming into an area as well, and that's why we had the high volume as well there. Lots of people got in at the same point, including myself. And if you didn't take part, I took a little tiny bit off here. Again, I was aiming for this area, and I ended up stopping out at, took a little bit of profit, and I stopped out at break even. So a bit annoying. So that was that trade. But I'm glad it happened, because you know I'm talking about it today as well. And then my next trade was around 11:30. That's it, yeah. So we had this head and shoulders pattern, if you can just about make it out. And I took the break out of the head and shoulders pattern, and it was, I went long at 11:40. There. So it was this candle. So as this candle was coming down into this area, I went long, because I went long early into the shoulder, and it came back up, and it was a good trade. And my out was, I was out a bit early. I took an out. I'm just looking at the times. I took a quick out about here, and I took my next out when we saw it came into the VWAP and it pulled back, and I come out there. So again, I probably should have used VWAP as a target rather than get out later. But that's it, and that's me done for the day. So green day. I had 2 winning trades, 1 break evenish trade. I wasn't in the red at all today, and it worked out pretty well. And you can see what the market's been doing, pushing up. Tempted right now to take a position up here, 43.01, an area I've been watching for. It's an area I wanted to take earlier. In fact, I had a trade set up, I had some orders set up today at 43.01, exactly 43.01, and it missed me by about 4 ticks. So, and that was for this short, bit annoying. And then that's why I also had an order set down here, and that's why I got triggered in here, because my order came in. In fact, it didn't trigger me because I cancelled my order, and I manually got in when I saw those bottom tails. But I wanted to play the bounce off of the pre-market low, or the bounce off the pre-market high, and that one maybe I should have layered in, put a couple, maybe had a couple contracts like that. And this one here, probably should have layered in as well, because I could have got it. And if I'm looking at the wrong one, if I layered in there, I probably would have done okay, because I would have got a better price down here and could have come out closer to the 20 moving average. But you know, it's part of my strategy I'm working on as well. So potentially, if we have a break of this area, 42.95, 42.94, we might see a bit of a move down. What's it look like on bookmap? Yeah, look at bookmap right now. So bookmap, you can see this area of lots of sellers sitting there. You know, that's a lot. I don't think I've seen that lot for a long time. So this is a massive area of resistance. 900. Normally I see orders of around 200, 300, 400. Very rarely see it over 500. Here there's almost 1,000 orders just sitting there waiting at 42.99, and as deep red as it can be. So let's see what happens. I might just close this video because I want to prepare for the book club in a minute. But that's just wanted to highlight my trades for today. And so green day, so good day really. Just see what happens. I don't think it's going to break through. We've done this before. We've sat here for ages watching, and then we just watch it go sideways for a bit. But I just want to see this number come in. If it decrements when we get close to it, starts coming down, then potentially we might see a breakthrough. But if this number holds and we stay up in the upper 900s or 800s, then we're going to bounce down from it, because there's more sellers and buyers going to take. But anyway, I'm going to watch that in the next few minutes. Okay, thank you for watching, and hopefully you had a good day trading as well. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video as well. Thank you. See you tomorrow.